separate, because we will separate. I'm going to do round robins with everybody to kind of see what's going on. I'll go over the history. I'll spread you guys out. We're going to keep you on mute as I cover that history. The reason why my ear is trained.
No, no.
So if I focus on that, I won't focus on the rest of the history.
It's good because I wouldn't be focusing on this. I would focus on one thing at a time.
Exactly. All right, so welcome to a parking lot, everybody. Congrats, you made it. I told you, I'll take you to weird spots. This place used to be something. This used to be the Charles and Eliza Pinckney Mansion. The mansion sat in the front of the space where all those cars are parked. And then Eliza's garden was lined up with Five Church Restaurant and came all the way across. And we are standing in the servants and slave quarters for the home. That's the layout of the land. So, who the heck were these people? By the way, Kevin, if I didn't tell you already, make sure the wires hammer part is always on your left, where it's at right now. So if you flip it, then you'll have it upside down. Okay. Yes.
I was recording over there. It might be able to be explained by that or the signs or that. But I saw boom, 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 and like a shoulders, arms, body.
And you were recording? You're still recording?
Yeah, I'm still
recording. Leave them on. So I'll definitely take a look.
And its head was.
So you said don't record it after it's at 6.1, but I also got a flash of 2.2.
We're still looking for 2.5 and higher.
Okay.
So, but yeah, definitely 6.1. So don't tell me anything below. The reason why I write all those numbers down.
It said explain?
Yeah.
So we just want to see how high it'll go. So, who the heck were these people, by the way? Bella, you got something interesting that you're showing everybody?
No, we just need news.
Oh, I just didn't know if you had like a really cool word that was relevant already. Like, okay, well, I'll go back in. So, who the heck were these people? Charles and Eliza had a son named Charles. They had a nephew named Charles. That's 3 Chucks, in case you guys weren't paying attention. That's why we look for those secondary clues, so I know which Charles is actually coming through. So in the event that Shannon hears the name Charles, hopefully, why am I getting your guys' names mixed up? Rachel will hear something else that is specific to another Charles, so I know which one it is, so I know how to address them. So again, 3 different people. But anyway, the son and the nephew were signers of the Constitution for South Carolina. Big deal for South Carolina, but I hate politics more than all of you combined, especially this year, right, guys? But anyway.
It says something about drunk.
Drunk. I'll write down the word drunk. That's very specific. But anyway, so we're going to move on to Eliza. If I don't give the 2 Charleses, the signers of the Constitution, their recognition, they will do it for me in a nasty manner through a spirit box. So I just make sure I give it to them and I move on. Let's talk about Eliza.
Shout out to the beauties.
Eliza married Charles at a young age according to today's standards. So think of a year or an age when people actually get married around this time that we are living now, not the 1700s, because that's when girls got married at the ages of like 12 and 14. Okay, so don't expect those kind of numbers. And the reason I tell you that is because the husband, Charles, was over double her age when they married. So it's kind of a creepy age gap then, it's a creepy age gap now. Put that out there.
Proportion.
Orange. Okay. Never mind.
So, continuing on. Anyway, she married him because her father was over in England. He thinks he's dying. He's trying to bring all of his kids home one last time so he can see him. But Eliza didn't believe he was dying. So she stayed put right here and got married. It's 1744. You don't get married in that particular year to earn a green card. We're not a country yet. There's no such thing. She married him out of love. There's nothing horrific about this location. Again, not a TV show host over here. This is a true love story, guys. So, she was correct. Dad did not die right away, and instead he started sending her gifts from England to where you're standing. One of the gifts he sent her was the plant seeds of indigo. That's a plant.
Was first.
Plant seeds are a plant that makes blue dye. Makes your blue jeans blue. That's what we use it for now. So, when she got her seeds, no idea what to do with it. Had to learn from her servants how to keep it going. It's not always hockey. Then she learned how to make the dye, moved it to a cash crop, got a hold of her dad and told him that the rice plantations were going downhill. They were going to make a killing with the indigo. And we now have an international businesswoman during colonial times. So we didn't have those back then. This is a very big deal. So, now, that's the boring business stuff of Eliza. Let's get into the weird stuff, because that's why you guys showed up. Here's what's going to happen. Anybody that's holding a communication device is going to get a set of focus questions. You can either say these things out loud, or you can just focus on them. There's no right or wrong way to do this. I'm here just about every night. Eliza knows what you're about to ask. So kind of 3 rules of thumb. No yes, no questions, right? So try to find a way to reword it. Be respectful and do not ask about Eliza's children. I will reveal those answers before we leave the space. You'll poke the bear unintentionally. Don't do that. So we're going to start off with Shannon. Your device only gives us like 1 to 2 syllables at a time. So when we spread out, you'll start focusing on what happened to the mansion. It's not here anymore. If you get the what, you often get
such an OG.
numbers from the exact date of when that occurred. I'm here to tell you, we already have one of the numbers that came out. Rachel has entered the space.
Dude,
Specific numbers that came out of this.
there was just an
You
order.
can also go after the merit questions if you like. But again, 1 to 2 syllables is normally what comes out of that one.
I also just got 12 days.
the third time she's had
I just saw an orb.
so you know. You may have more than likely saw an insect, but if you were recording, I would definitely check it out. Rachel, you're going to focus on Eliza's death. 4 major things that we get answers to. She's open to talking about it. She knows she's dead.
Okay.
How old she was when she died.
Okay.
What she died from.
Okay.
Where she's buried.
Do you remember this?
I'm going to give you a quick way to remember it.
Okay.
Where she's buried. Which president was a pallbearer at her funeral? Do you know what a pallbearer is?
Mm-hmm.
Pallbearer are the people that carry the coffin to the grave.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
President.
Eliza was like a girl boss.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. We can use that term. Hashtag, right? So, age, how, where, president.
Age, how, where, president.
There you go. Next one. So you're going to be looking for Eliza's initials, her full initials, ELP. The reason why is because Bella's going to be looking for what the L stands for. Here's why. The Eliza that I just told you about is the second wife named Eliza from Charles back to back. He had a first wife also named Eliza. Her maiden name also started with the letter L. Maiden name is the name she had before she married Charles. So ask which Eliza we're dealing with. So if you get any words that are coming out of that decision, I need to know any word that is 3 letters or more. What was that?
I love you more.
Okay. Thought you said something else. I was kind of like, oh, we already have it. Cool. I thought she gave us the full date. I was kind of like, oh yeah, we got the full date. So again, any words that are 3 letters or more out of that, Sydney, just let me know what they are. And then of course you're kind of the catch-all of anything else, but you are going to be asking what Eliza's maiden name is.
I got a name a little bit back. It was Penelope. I
don't know of Penelope. Remember, 80% of that, most of it is going to be garbage or things that I just don't know about. So I do look into a lot of weird things that pop up with all of these devices. So again, I do a quick search to make sure if it doesn't match or if it
It
does
said
match.
with the Confederation.
Oh, the Confederation. Take that. All right, cameras. You guys should already be running.
I just got 14.
Keep your guys' cameras running. 14 is relevant. I'll reveal why once we start seeing other things that are going to match up to it. But do not stop your cameras while we're here. The reason why is if you think you saw something and you hit the start button.
I do think
Is it my
There's somebody
Yeah,
glitching
exactly.
back in between there.
do you think it's my mom? Or Sid?
No, it's between Grace and Rachel.
Yeah, it's probably picking up on the post back there. Maybe, but I'll take a look. You're recording. I do a lot of spot checks, man. So, all right, guys, we're gonna spread out. Stay away from the cars. That's the biggest ordeal here. So I do need to. What's that?
No cars.
Just stay away from all cars. Don't go in between them. Don't go behind them, like against the walls. So just kind of stay in the middle so we can all keep an eye on each other. Sydney, I got to keep you with me for a few minutes so I can show you how to operate that thing. Everybody else spread out, and I'll be with everybody in just a minute. Shannon, get yourself on here.
Alright, let's go, dude. I'm thinking over at that gate. That gate looks important. I don't think cameras are going to be important. What? No, I definitely the wall that picks that. I don't think cameras are going to be important really at this location.
Let's
I
try
don't
to
know,
say
man.
real quick. There's not many parties.
I think Sydney's is going to be really. Wait. If anybody's here, please show me somebody white boy twerking on the camera.
Dude, that's okay.
No.
There was 2.
No, it was the tree.
So there was 2 Lizas, right?
Money.
That was been there for like 4
Cause weren't they rich?
No. I don't know.
If anybody is here, could you please step in front of the gate?
Or say something about the garden that you once had.
Dude. Do you see that? Bella, can you come here? I don't know if that's that thing.
That's that thing, right?
No, that was the pole.
Yes,
Money. You could ask,
First line and a second line.
and Grace's thing did, no, it was Rachel. Rachel's thing said, I love you more than that first one.
So in this area.
Did you figure out how to use it?
Yeah.
Wait, if somebody is here, can you please spell out WBT? Okay. trying to make him spell white boy.
Mimic.
I never done
J.
Did you
The
figure out
most
how?
I've gotten
I know how to
was
use
someone standing in front of
Explain it to me.
So it works till the waves will like stop on
Oh, I have an
a
idea.
letter, and it'll spell
Y'all
out
wanna-
acronyms or words.
Bill, I got a good question to ask. You could say, are you happy with the changes that happened here?
No, because that's a yes or no question.
Yeah.
What was the most...
Wait, does that have numbers on it? How old were you when you... Bye-bye.
It really likes bees today. Now, I don't know.
How's our word list coming?
The most I've picked up was a tree.
I don't think cameras are going to be important here.
Number 2, I was just telling, let me get her number on Rachel. So when she's asking questions, those
Sydney?
answers can go anywhere. So
Sydney?
that's kind of Rachel.
Oh, I'll tell you something.
Yeah?
Also record that gate at the same time.
Yeah, let's go.
So if anybody is here with us, could you please step in front of the gate and make a thing show up on here?
Hey, let's go get the guy with the thermal camera. Let's go get him, because maybe he can... Here, I'm going to go over to the gate. Tell if there's anybody here, if there is anybody here, please make this spot right... Oh, heck no. Oh, heck no. I was in there, I swear, it felt like 20 degrees colder over it. Sydney? I went over there, I swear, it felt like 20 degrees colder. When I said if...
I got like 8 numbers, Rachel. I should write it down. I got my phone.
Is that right? Oh, I keep on forgetting. The night vision camera is really cool. It's really cool like that. Oh. The night vision like that. I don't think Nick and I are going to pick anything up over here. I'm not for sure.
Still money.
Whoa.
It lands on B every time.
Okay, y'all aren't going to believe this. But, y'all know how I was talking about how I wanted to go to Texas? It's because there's going to be an F1 race there, okay? And Bybit sponsors Oracle Red Bull Racing, which is my favorite team. Mine?
What was your job?
I think I'm just... Oh, it's night vision. Nick and I are teaming up, kind of. Have you seen Nick? Money, money, money.
Yeah. We just need... Which one needs
Can I get a what?
Really?
So I have this buddy voice the first time.
Because we're trying to get somebody to step in front of the gate. Because, look.
It wasn't open, like...
Yeah. Look at that. Don't you see those figures? So, like, look at this. Stand behind me. So you can see it. That picture's there right there. It takes up the picture.
Yeah.
Yes, fine. Back in here. I'm trying to put some water.
I don't know if that's really enough. That was the only thing relevant.
Alright, I'm looking out for any temperature changes.
You can't tell temperature. But I can stand in front of the gate. Here, let me stand in front of the gate. If there is anybody in front of the gate, please make yourself known. Money, money, money. What?
I kid you not. I saw right where that car is, but that's too far away, so you can't pick it up. I saw head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Head,
dude.
shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
And everything.
Picture, I take picture. I take picture. Maybe you should try moving around.
I am trying to move around, Fisher, but I'm going slowly.
I think the gatewood might be.
As we're walking away, everybody's to the side, and then I see head, shoulders, knees, and toes, arms show up for a split second and disappear.
Has that number 43 always been there?
For a while.
Oh, okay.
So how old are the two of you guys?
I'm 10 and
I'm
she's
12.
I'm 10 and small.
So let me just tell you why I'm asking. So I have two kids myself. They're 18 and 23, and they're your height. So I never know how old you guys are. Exactly. So like my youngest daughter, who's about to go off to college, is your size. And she's going to be living with her roommates, all by herself.
Am I going to be that tall when I'm in
No.
college?
You know that.
We're probably going to do one more quick little round robin and then flip this one back again so I can kind of see what's going on as a whole. All right, you two got anything going on? Word list? Anything crazy?
I got Kate, Mark, Kit, Vessel, and Jen.
Note? Nothing note.
So it jumped to 13, then immediately to 22, then back to 0.
Okay.
And then it went 9, then 7.
22 is crazy.
22 was a big jump, and then it was like.
Okay.
And I
So
haven't
what's your list? I'm going to try to pick what you got.
Okay, so we got number 5, the number 7, the runaway, easier ownership, do the same, starting at 5, so hard. Who is here with us?
Listen.
I thought it said Jen. Because hers said Jen earlier. With the phone app.
Okay, yeah.
What is your name?
Maybe try where are you?
We already asked it that, and it told us it was standing next to us. Who has been speaking with us tonight?
Red. I heard red.
There you go.
Okay. Thank you.
Now that's a cool. Now it did feel colder over there a second ago. I don't know if that was the wind from the gate.
That was when I said who was
A little bit after.
Money.
Sub. I got not.
Okay.
And I got.
Sub is interesting. Keep going.
Oh, okay. And then, oh my god.
Look at the sky.
So all that little stuff and not, like, I don't care about those things. Keep
I
them down.
didn't get anything more
But
than
the
like
sub is interesting, only because I've never seen that word show up before. So anything 3 letters or more, that's how I learn about your device. So kind of keep in mind, like, I don't know what's going to show up on that thing. Sometimes we don't get anything. There's other nights we have like 30. So just anything with 3 letters or more. So cameras, you can hit that stop button, relax a little. Happened. 4 kids ran through it. Oh, because other people are going to cut through here. Again, a pretty popular spot. So this is called Philadelphia Alley now, but it used to be called Duelers Alley. This is where some of the duels used to occur for the city of Charleston. I say some of the duels because, was that my camera that did that weird noise?
Oh no, sorry, the counter isn't going up, so I hit stop and then started again.
Oh. I wouldn't pay any attention because what happens with the timer sometimes with that particular model is if you like accidentally turn it sideways or it went the opposite way, it'll stop and not come back on even though it's still recording.
That'll do it because it's on the side
Yeah.
where it wasn't.
Got it. So dueling was illegal. They had to find hiding spots to be able to do this. This just happened to be one of the hiding spots. That's why we're here. Every ghost tour comes down here, and I was going to take it out of my route, but the guy follows me around. We will be near a place of raised emotion for this guy, so I figured we might as well just start with his origin story, which is why we're here. Here's how it goes. The doctor moves here from Rhode Island. There's your first RI coming out of the Ouija board device. That'll make more sense here in just a minute. But anyway, his name is Dr. Joseph Brown Ladd. In the event that the song Brown Eyed Girl shows up in our recording while we're here, it's not coincidence. We get it all the time. It's part of his name. So Dr. Joseph Brown Ladd. Now, you had every other J name, by the way, besides Joseph. You had Jimmy, you had James.
I
And
had
was
so
like,
many names.
I know. I was like, where's the Joseph? But anyway, back to the doctor. He moves here because he's supposed to get married. His fiance's name is Amanda. And the reason why he's coming down here and he's supposed to be getting married up there is because Amanda's parents just died and she inherited a lot of money. And the attorney that was handling all of her money told her to get rid of the doctor because he thought that the doctor was just after Amanda's cash. So to prove that he wasn't, the doctor moved here. So on his way into town, the doctor had a coachman that set him up to be robbed and killed. Kind of like having a really bad Uber driver in today's world. Do you have something you want to show me? Wound. Wound is good. We're here. We were talking about duels, so wound is good. We're going to see what else shows up. It's a good start. But anyway, somebody was walking by and seeing what was about to happen to the newcomer, the doctor, because he knew the coachman was going to try to kill him. The person walking by was named Ralph Isaacs. Do those initials sound familiar? Exactly. I will tell you that's the exact reason why we have that device that Sydney was using, because I was getting RI on the time on the regular spirit box. I wanted to verify it was something that only gave us letters. That's why we have that. And we've gotten it about 7 or 8 times in the past year. Only when I bring up Ralph. Back to Ralph. He tells the doctor, dude, I know this guy. He's going to try to kill you. Come with me. We're going to go to 59 Church Street, where I have friends. They'll rent you a room. You'll be safe. Doc took him up on the offer. The 2 gentlemen are now friends. The longer the doctor... Every city you will ever visit that's claimed to be haunted, there you go, Fisher, is going to have a cliched whistling ghost. We all have one. This one just happens to be a doctor. There is some legitimacy here. I'm going to get to it. But why are we in Duelers Alley? Let's get into that. Dr. Ladd and Ralph go see plays together. They're going to see the movies together. But they can't sit next to each other because the doctor makes more money. He gets better seats. That's just the way things worked in Charleston back then. So on the way home from seeing Richard III from Shakespeare, they're arguing over the new actress they just saw. Doc thought she was great. Ralph didn't. The argument turns into Ralph insulting the doctor's girlfriend, fiance, back home in Rhode Island, and it got really ugly between the 2 of them. They went their separate ways. So Ralph goes to his friends at the newspaper and places an ad in the paper telling the whole city of Charleston what he thinks of the doctor. Kind of you're a disgrace to society. It's kind of like posting something really bad on Instagram or TikTok about your friends. That's just Remy, by the way. We're in his house.
Oh,
No,
that's a rat.
Oh, I hate rats.
He's about the size of
remember
a
when the rat was in our school?
Oh, I hate rats.
Do you remember the rats?
Izzy's rat.
Yep.
So back to
Where
the
is he?
duel.
Chill.
Doctor challenges Ralph and says, you know what, let's just go to Duelers Alley and we can settle this. I want you to remember that this argument started over an actress. Just kind of dumb stuff happened back in the 1700s. So the 2 gentlemen came down, back to back. You guys all know how a duel works because I'm sure most of you have seen Hamilton. You take 10 paces, you turn. Doc pointed his gun in the air. and he shot his one bullet. He didn't want to kill his friend. He just needed the courage to show up. So Ralph has his one bullet still. He puts it in the kneecap on the doctor. The doctor didn't die. He just fell to the ground. Ralph proved his point. He's pissed off, not willing to forgive him. Doc's friends pick him up, took him home to 59 Church Street, where he died 10 days later, November 2nd of 1786, after refusing medical treatment. I'm going to point out two things based on the size of the group that we have tonight. It is 1786. Gunshot wounds are a lot different back then than what we know of them now. He's also a doctor. He probably just thought he had lead poisoning, and he probably tried to bleed it out himself, but he failed because he died. Now, every ghost tour that comes down here tells their guests to listen for the whistles. We have 3 cameras running plus my voice recorder. If we're going to get a whistle on anything, it's going to be from one of those 4 devices. It happens all the time. So just take that in mind. When I do my spot checks, I'm not like looking for things. I listen to minute 1, minute 5, minute 10, 15, and it's in increments. I listen for 1 full minute. What I find is what I find. That's kind of how this goes. By the way, you guys are going to have all the links to be able to verify all of my information that I'm going to give you, by the way, in that report. We'll talk more about that later. If you're going to try this on your own, give me 1 second. If you guys are going to come down here with your families and walk all the way through here, use the voice recorders from your phone. Just remember, every local knows this story. Anybody walking up and down Cumberland or Queen Street, we all throw a whistle down here, me included. It's just something we do here. However,
Oh, that would scare me. That would work on me as a tourist.
yes, but even like if there's, I'm just surprised there's no other ghost tours down here right now. Because again, every ghost tour comes down here. So, here's how I got booted out of this location, because I've been kicked out of here too. Let's talk about that. Now, this location didn't always go all the way through the way we came in. There used to be a wall about halfway between where we're standing and the street. The reason why is because this is where they kept all of the livestock for the city of Charleston. It was called Cow Alley back then. This was before it was Dealer's Alley. So a lot of cows, goats, and chickens are down here. Why am I telling you this? It started down there and they slowly built it this way. That means those bricks are older than the ones you're standing on. Those bricks on the other side are sun-dried bricks from slave children. There is a full handprint from a slave child down there with fingerprint swipes and others. I used to take my groups all the way through for a history lesson. There's nothing paranormal about that brick. You guys already know how I feel about cemeteries. He's not there. He's not going to be staring at that brick in the afterlife. So I took my group down there one night, and they're all huddled around that brick, waiting for something to happen. I already told them nothing was going to happen. I'm trying to shoo them along because we're standing outside the dining room window of the beautiful mansion at the end of the alley. I'm just trying to be respectful, not realizing I was out of bounds for tours. I wasn't allowed down there. The new owner came out screaming. My daughter was on the tour that night. She was probably about your guys' age, and she thought it was hysterical that her father was getting screamed at. She thought it was great.
We are not the same age as that one. Me and Grace are about to turn 18.
Yeah, that one's 12.
12.
That's 12.
She was about 14.
I'm
15.
just short.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I was telling the boys earlier, like my 18 and 23-year-old are the size of Fisher. Like that's how tall they are. I can never tell how old you guys are. Never. So anyway, so that's the reason why I don't take you guys all the way through anymore, because we're not allowed down there. That's kind of the whole reason. But where we're going next, we're going to be using Fisher's camera as kind of a, it's going to be the experiment. So let's kind of move out of the way so this nice young couple can walk through.
I found some cool stuff.
Yeah.
I want to burn with you, shot down with you, and my house has fallen.
Oh. Okay.
Didn't like a house burn down?
Guess how many words I've got? 2 of them are in.
You
Where?
said shot.
Shot down with you.
No words showing up on those this either?
Special cake, Frank, to promise, I love cake.
But you said the word wound and then you said shot down. So we kind of have a little bit going on. So, I'm sorry, did you have something else?
Whenever we first went into the parking lot over there, I got aimed, so I don't know if it's like the bullet.
It's a possibility if you get something else next to it. I would get all. I like the capsules up here and the word trap. Makes sense at that point. So when we get up and around the corner, I'm going to change out the light for Fisher so he has a nice bright light for us to work with that apparition up there. Shannon's going to be listening in for sure. Cameras, if you want to hit stop on your cameras at this point.
Me also?
We're going to go up and around the corner. Yep, stop on yours. All three gentlemen, Nick, you included?
You want me to stand up here?
Yeah, so with your camera, like you're not going to jump up there. You're going to try to like hold it up this way. But Fisher, I do want you to get footage of the sign right here because your camera's the only one that can truly see it to read it. So that way everybody gets a gist of it. So make sure you're recording.
843.
The only ghost at St. Philip's is the Holy Ghost. Join us for For
I
what?
would never remember that.
Okay.
I don't
That's
think
what
we
you
know
keep you guys
our.
around for.
I
You
don't
like
know.
little babies, right?
Mine is 910. Oh, I thought he was a third.
Can I stand up on this?
No.
I wouldn't.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I
That
see.
was weird. Fisher, stop getting in front of Nick.
Oh, sorry.
Next short, you gotta hold it up. Let's find you a good spot. Now, come over here, buddy. There's a little gap right here, so you can kind of.
Oh.
Fries and put it in the bag.
Plug it back in.
Put the fries in the bag. Fries in the bag.
BGA.
Burger
So
King.
Sue's grave is in
Yeah, I
here.
got caught on the vegetables.
Oh,
And her.
I just saw dancing.
They were doing that one.
So-
Or complication.
Really?
So, like, where should I be looking?
Straight forward and holding still.
Hold it still, Nikki.
Wait, honey, guys, can you come here? I don't know. Do y'all see that?
Yeah.
I don't know if those are tombstones.
That leg that you can. That's a street
I
post
mean,
far
I
away.
shouldn't have.
Oh,
It
okay.
just unplugged.
It's a
That's a street
It
post.
wasn't aggressive.
No, those two hung.
Like, I didn't even
It's
know
like
it was
way
all
brighter
out.
than the others. It's that one right there.
I got the
It's 'cause it's a lighter color, babe.
church
Oh.
priest again.
Grab maybe.
I keep on getting this thing of like a person. I keep on getting like a thing of a person standing, but that could be like the bar.
Could be a lot of things. There's a lot of layers in there, so there's a lot of debunking that goes into
Well,
this
I don't
one.
know. I saw like one leg.
I got only in doubles. IR. Thanks, bro.
Infrared. Infrared.
Infrared.
Dude, I keep on seeing almost a full thing.
Please record
I-
the cemetery and not the concrete.
Oh my god, I keep on seeing a person.
You get like a person in there, ask them to move like a hand or a foot, something.
Yes.
You record it.
If
You don't have to
you
look at
are
it. You just don't limp wrist it when you look away.
Nick, as you were turned away and as you said ask them to move a hand, their left hand went.
Is it their left or your left? Remember, if they're facing you, it's going to be their right.
Yeah, they're right. Lift it up.
I got FDR. I'm
You
in
had-
Franklin D.
You
Roosevelt.
had IR on there. Still going to take note of it, just because.
Because I
It's
haven't
almost
done
like he's
anything
mocking us at
today.
that point, because he knows we want it in forward motion.
Yeah.
Remember, we can't get things from Big John over here, too. How are we doing on any?
No, no, you're good. I'm over
Nothing. Again, we see where it
Can
would be a weird
someone
thing
ask-
for us to get a 9 or a
Can
12
someone
over there.
ask for him like
Don't
to
save me. I don't want to be saved.
show himself like on the meter thing or this?
Rachel, you got anything?
Don't save me. I don't want to be saved.
Okay, you got the word daughter too. And then you got
Yeah, I know.
Maybe he's feeling camera shy today.
Yeah,
Maybe,
right out there.
what's her name? Sue or Sue? Maybe Sue is feeling.
I'm excited.
I got a bus driver named Miss Sue.
Sue's my biggest fan. But this Sue.
yeah, weird little.
What? I'm sorry.
You
It
made
was
me
off my
jump.
ear, and then I put it in my ear, and it was just a scream.
Oh.
Oh,
Rachel, if you keep doing that, I'm gonna have to hit you. Next time,
That was scary.
next time you scream in a cemetery, I'm just gonna backhand you. That's just gonna have to be how it is.
there is a light on the tombstone.
Oh.
There's a light on that tombstone, right?
Fisher,
It's like
that's a
devil.
lighter colored tombstone, and it is
No,
more in the
no.
foreground, and there's a light near it.
No, like there's it's like a come here grave.
Yes, you see.
If you're a person like standing in front of me, you move like your left hand up.
Yeah, babe, I don't know what that is.
Nick, can you look at
I'm
this?
surprised you can read that.
There's like this.
Just picking up a glare. It's the glare from your light.
Oh,
Remember, it's using light we can't see with our own eyes. So it's
Pick up. Oh, sorry.
Got a big camera.
Anything else crazy?
max. I reset it. It's like been at like the regular level of that. It's just being
74?
Oh no, that was nothing. I was saying
Oh, that's how many terms you have.
If
I got
Sue is here, could you please make yourself known on my
Yeah, dog.
camera?
And mine also.
what?
Alright. So she got the word dog on there. And I told you guys I would spend
Record
for
fish.
50 minutes. So normally I would tell you a pirate story over here. The pirate story that I would normally tell you is of Anne Bonny. Do you guys know who that is? So Anne Bonny fell in love with a guy named Calico Jack. Have you guys seen Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yep.
Who?
Calico Jack is the character, the real person that they based the Jack Sparrow character on. Okay? So Anne Bonny was his lover. That was his girlfriend. When they got caught for piracy, she was pretty mad at Jack. So she told Jack when they were being arrested, if you would have fought like a man, you would be hanged like a dog. So the word dog shows up here all the time.
She got dog like a while ago too. Like when you were talking about the pirate story.
Yeah, and again, we still get remnants of that story because she haunts right across the street. So again, it's interesting that we still get things relevant to that specific story. As far as how much, what's your timer say? How much footage you got?
6 minutes.
About 6.5 minutes. All right, so not a whole lot going on here. I'm sure you guys can agree to that. So here's what's going to happen next. Cameras, go ahead and put a stop. That way, kind of relax for a guy. So we don't want to. I don't like the other ghost stories to see what the hell we're up to. So. You're fine. Your headphones are hold it in place. That way they're not looking over here going, "What is Nick up to now?" So Kevin, you'll just have to look straight ahead. It will line up with you. Because again, it's not going to be 3D Jurassic Park.
Halloween tree.
Yeah. I like this song.
And my heart's right
Okay,
here.
Henry.
With you.
Henry.
Just twist this for the line.
A woman whispering ta ta ta.
Henry. If you're here, we want to talk about your work and your book, please.
And no.
Up and down
Drop
with
back.
a drop.
Henry.
363.
There is an image of potentially a book. It's kind of hard to make out, but it looks like it's trying to be a book.
Anything on the book?
Just like squiggles. That's it. It doesn't actually have real writing. The top
The
right
town with the White
is
House.
round. I don't know. It looks like a judge's gavel, kind of. Bottom left is just all different
If there's a
colors,
will,
green,
there's a
red,
way.
Henry.
and this one.
You got the image of the book. Thank you for that. Proving that you're a writer. And this young lady just said, where there's a will, there's a way. Your son's name is Willie. Do you want to speak about your son? Like, you can take all the pictures you want. You're not bothering me. Henry, did you want to talk about your son?
Rising.
If so, tell us your son's birthday, please. You can just give us the number. We're okay with that. You can give us an image of his birthday. Or is it before that?
Faith. A new day in my life.
Henry, we have the word
Get
next.
back with a chance.
Off time.
Would you rather talk about your death?
Level
since
the
we already
playing
have
field.
a picture of a book? Henry, did somebody else come here with you? That's a yes/no question.
Do you have to?
Henry,
One is more important. That we
If you believe.
Henry,
all the connections.
There's some stories out there everywhere.
Henry, we know Dr. Ladd will come here from time to time. His house is nearby. Can you let us know the
Has the update at the view.
You might want to stand behind him. That way, that's normally what happens. Yeah, how many people did you bring, Henry?
24.
But that's also Will's birthday. Thank you for answering that.
And I died.
Henry, what month did you and your son die in? You both died in the same month. Can you tell us what that month was? That month is October, just so everybody knows what then. Henry, what month did
What's
you...
happening?
I'm asking you different questions that I don't normally ask. How about that? Give us the month that you and your son died in.
Playing field.
Yeah, a lot of what they're going to say doesn't count again, but if we get like 4 or 5 things...
4 gallons.
I kind of saw a face behind her for a split second. I'm not sure if that was Bella's shirt.
Okay.
25.
24 and 25. Henry, I'm looking for a month. What month did you and Willie die in? We'll take the image. We all know the same, I guess, holiday that's in October. We would understand. It's not like that holiday has changed since your time.
Listen to her.
Listen to who? Shannon had my glass in my camera. Henry?
I'm okay.
You need to let us know.
Appreciate.
You want me to show you some recognition? Is that the deal?
300,000.
It's a lot of recognition.
Normally, when we get things like appreciation,
President.
show me recognition, he wants me to read some of his work.
I feel like I should be there right now.
Long phrase.
I just heard a baby laugh.
That might have been me laughing.
2017.
We got 2017 earlier as well.
Go to the drive-thru.
Anyway, let's go to something more specific. I asked about your death. Do you want to answer that?
And I decided to go.
Okay, so who's here?
Go to.
Who's here? Give us your first name then.
Steven.
Wow.
Stephen. I don't know anything about you, Stephen. Can you tell me who you were?
For the wins.
Stephen.
Love you.
Is there a story that I tell that you're attached to that I don't know about?
No. I hate you.
Why is that?
Why?
Why do you hate me? That's pretty serious.
$5 in Jesus.
I have a $5 bill in my pocket.
Henry, let's get back to you, sir.
104.
Because I don't know who Stephen is. If he's not happy with me, I don't want to speak with him.
Honda.
I lost you.
Broken with the straps. W.
The word president has shown up twice, and she just said W. We are in Washington Park, just so everybody knows.
And there's a George
Ha
Washington
ha ha
statue.
ha.
Okay. Henry,
She's really.
can you tell us who else came here with you? Who is this gentleman that I don't know?
What is that?
You're good.
Henry, back to you. I'm more interested in the month that you passed away. When did that happen? I forgot to start my timer, so I'm going to go about 2
Watch and see.
to 3 more minutes, just so you guys know. 10:54.
Pennsylvania.
Henry, what does Pennsylvania have to do with anything? We'll take some more images. So Kevin doesn't want to fall asleep in there. Henry.
Lately.
Sounds like we're staying, huh?
12.
You were both born in December. I asked when you died. What month did you die? Henry, you're not giving us much tonight. We had a few things.
I've moved up.
Wow.
Too good for you.
You're being a jerk tonight.
This?
Henry, another image would be great. I'll make a deal. If you give us another image,
Misery.
we'll wrap things up. several.
I heart.
Henry, give us another image.
Clearly you. Mom.
Alright, I think you kind of like wanted to hit the whammy button. Henry, let's get another image. You want to show us more about your work or the day of your death? We'll take it.
A few dollars.
Who wants payment here?
Apparently.
Stop caring.
Went down from 5 to a few though, so
Let's stop
we can
caring.
probably barter down.
Miss you.
I'll put money on the ground if you want.
A gas.
Henry,
Travel.
we're going to wrap things up. Can you say goodnight? Can you tell us goodnight?
Kick your asses.
Henry, that's likely not going to happen. Henry, we're going to wrap it up.
No way.
Tell us goodnight. Go out in the frequency and tell us goodnight.
Help you.
Alright, but we're not going to come to this side because we're going to wrap things up here in a minute. Henry going once.
You.
Henry going twice.
We'll see.
Come on, Sydney, one more.
Any, you got anything?
Wow, that was lame. Go ahead and tap them out.
You
Kevin,
will
peel it
see
off.
it.
Alright, nobody get up. I don't need baby giraffes falling on the ground.
Oh.
Now we got-
no!
Sweet.
Alright,
Kevin!
so,
Like that.
High five. High five.
So I would say we probably had like 2 or 3 things that were partials. So I would call this slightly successful. And I think
Stop
you guys can
recording?
appreciate. Yeah, stop your